Hey, it's Lisa Lane Brown from The Courage to Win. How to win your wife back without chasing. So trying harder isn't working, right? Here's how to win your wife back without chasing her. And I get it. Look, she's pulling away. Maybe she's even talking separation or worst case scenario, divorce. And you're doing everything you can to try to win her back, right? You're being extra nice. You're doing more for the family. You're taking care of the kids way more. You're telling her you love her every chance you get. You've offered or asked her to go to counseling. You're helping her family out. You're throwing money at her for anything that she says she needs. You're giving her space if she wants. You're on a self-improvement kick. You might even be in a men's group or in your own counseling. And all that's happening is it's making things worse. And here's what I've learned the hard way through my own 3-year relationship crisis is that most men in a marriage crisis want to save their relationship and win back their wife's love. And that, of course, means getting her to see your changes and getting her to choose you. And it should be passionate. But the thing is, we try things the hard way. We love bomb, we plead, we explain ourselves till we're blue in the face, we apologize, we promise to change. And again, this just makes things worse. And what happens is the solution that we're using actually becomes the problem. It makes things way worse. It's okay to stop trying to convince her that you've changed. It's okay to stop initiating those heavy relationship talks. It's okay to stop being the one who's always reaching out first. And you know what I discovered is you can't change a relationship by going after change directly. You change yourself. And that changes the dynamic between you immediately because you're 50% of that equation. Well, who are the men who actually save their marriages? They're not the ones who try harder. They're the ones who try smarter. They understand the concept of what I call the magic mirror. They're the ones who stop accidentally making their wife feel bad in their presence. What they realize is that chasing doesn't work because what's happening is she's interpreting all these efforts that years ago it would have been interpreted as love as an effort to try to get something for himself. She thinks you're trying to get your emotional pain to go away. She thinks you're being selfish. She might be on YouTube watching all these videos about how you're a narcissist. She thinks, he's just in it for himself and he's losing control of me. He's a control freak. And what he cares about is getting out of his own pain. He doesn't actually care about me. Okay. I had a client, he kept texting his wife, good morning every morning and good night every night. And she almost never answered him back because he loves her and he knows that she's hurting and she's upset and she doesn't feel loved. It never occurred to her that all this chasing was confirming her suspicions about him, that he only cares about himself and getting out of this emotional pain. So when he leaned back and he started just responding to the things that she wanted instead of chasing her, he stopped feeling anxious immediately. He was having these little anxiety attacks all the time. And she actually started reaching out more. So that's the reason chasing doesn't work. And that's the reason to lean back. So if you want some help, go ahead, go below, download my ebook, How to Stop Your Divorce and Save Your Marriage, even if you're the only one who wants to do that. It's full of very helpful, very practical advice. Go ahead, download it. Don't forget to let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you again soon.